You're listening now to the Real Estate Lab with Bayut.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to episode 19 of the Real Estate Labs with Bayut. Today I am joined by one of the superstars in Dubai's real estate market. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you may have seen him in the Coca-Cola arena not so long ago. He is one of the leading entrepreneurs within Dubai real estate market. I give you no other than the founder and the CEO of Farm Properties, Mr. Firas Al Msaddi. Firas, how are you?
All right, thank you. How are you?
I am very good, thank you for coming.
Welcome.
All's good?
Yeah, all good, yeah.
Yeah. Market is treating farm well?
Running. Yeah, keeping busy.
Good.
Keep busy.
So today's episode we're going to talk about sort of how the future of Dubai's market looks. And I know sort of FAM as a whole, we're really into the sort of prop tech side of things and new technology, and use are real sort of supporters of that prop tech market. But just from your own personal opinion and view, how do you see the real estate market in 2034?
The real estate market or the city?
The city. Okay, let's go city,
All
and
right.
then let's talk about the market.
I think we'll have the latest city with the most advanced infrastructure.
Yep.
Sustainability is at the core of whatever the government is pushing for today when it comes to infrastructure. I think we will also be watching videos about Jabal Ali before and after.
Yeah.
The same way we're watching videos about Dubai today before and after.
Yeah.
As for the market, I think the market will be far more data-driven. Obviously, technology will play a big part. As far as we can all see today, the industry is still very much human relevant. However, it can happen overnight with tech, right?
Yeah.
So I think the market will be far more driven by technology as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think those who don't, keep up and stay well informed will be irrelevant to the market.
You've been in real estate for a number of years now, okay? And you've got one of the leading agencies within the city, which is a very competitive market, so fantastic job there. You promote properties all around the city, okay? But of recent, you've really been pushing Palm Jebel Ali. I want to know what excites you about that project.
I think if you blind my eyes today and you put me in any city and my family is a hostage with you and you say, give me a framework to invest, I'll tell you, see where the government is spending towards infrastructure. Those are the areas that will witness the highest growth. And if you see the focus of the government on Jabal Ali is just insane. It tells you where that part of the city is going as well. And today they're doing it with a proven track record and a proven concept of what they did to this side of Dubai.
Yeah.
And in general, everything towards Abu Dhabi side has been more, I would say, successful and more dynamic.
Yeah.
So Palm Jabal Ali is a leading factor within the Jabal Ali area.
You're saying there's lots of investment for infrastructure happening. Is that purely, you're talking Palm Jebel Ali, or is that surrounding areas as well?
Jabal Ali.
Jebel Ali.
There's a lot of focus on Jabal Ali, and there are many new master communities coming up.
Yeah.
It gives you today the best entry price. I think it's still under the radar. I mean, if you look today at the off-plan landscape and you compare the price you're getting in Palm Jabal Ali versus the price you would get to its nearest comparable, which is, for example, Palm Jumeirah, you would see that Jabal Ali is the only off-plan project in Dubai that offers you prices that are well below what you would get on a similar ready market or resale market.
And in terms of the type of properties which are going to be there, so I've seen a lot of advertisements, obviously. I think it was starting price at, was it 15 or 18 million?
I guess you're being bombarded, not just...
Yeah. Is there going to be more sort of affordability going in there as well? Is it going to be focused more on sort of mid to high end demographic?
I think from what we see now, especially in today's, in the spirits of today's market, it's considered luxury and ultra luxury. I would say it's definitely going to be ultimately an upper market when compared to Palm Jumeirah. It's lower density. When we say it's larger It's not larger means more properties or more buildings. It's actually lower density. It has lower density when it comes to the villas.
Yeah.
When compared to Palm Jumeirah.
All right. Okay.
So you have bigger lands.
Yeah.
When compared to Palm Jumeirah. I'm talking about the villas.
Yeah.
And you have relatively smaller built-up area.
What major trends do you see shaping the future of the real estate market here in Dubai?
Tech, data, regulatory, personal branding, and company brand equity.
Yeah.
I would say these are the things that I would look out for the most. And these are the things that didn't play a major role in the past decade in the real estate market.
Yeah.
So when it comes to data, as we know now, clients expect of real estate agents,
of course,
to drive their recommendations and to support their recommendations with data. Even clients themselves now, they have access to platforms, whether it's on Bayut or DXP Interact or DLD website. So I think the entire decision-making process of clients have evolved, and I think we're only going to see this evolving more as we move forward. Tech is not just a motto. Tech actually enhances the integrity of the market. So, for example, with TrueCheck, right, or True Agent, you're utilizing tech to making sure that the compliance of agents is 100% airtight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we would see, I think, a lot more transparency and integrity in the way the market operates.
Absolutely. Look, I think you're completely right in what you said. First of all, the end user, the property seeker, they're getting more intelligent. They've got more tools to access, where it can help them make a better decision. Yeah. Also, it probably helps agents as well in terms of a lot of research has been done, a lot of qualifications probably been done on the property seeker's own time, and they've probably narrowed their search down a lot more than what they previously would have. And then obviously we're trying to develop tools to help end users and also our partners as well, such as True Broker, which has just come out. And you've got to qualify to earn your spot there. It's if they tick all those boxes as an agent, then they'll close more deals. It's as simple as that. And also with end user focus front of mind as well, we need to make sure that we keep the website engaging, we keep giving them relevant information which they want, which keeps driving them back to the website also. And obviously then it's down to you guys to play your role and make sure that the agents are doing the best job possible and have the stock available, which is probably one of the biggest challenges at the moment, is trying to get good stock at a reasonable price.
That's where the branding plays a major role. Something also we didn't have so much in the past. So today the brand equity of the company makes a lot of difference. It actually bridges 50% of the credibility of the agent from the get-go when they just get started with their clients.
Do you think agencies pay enough attention to branding, or agency owners? Do you think they do enough on the sort of branding front? I don't mean just in terms of listings, but do you see value in terms of outdoor advertising? Is that something you're interested in?
I think now the social media space is more interesting.
Okay. So on digital.
It is very, very competitive. It's a full-time job. But I think it's just one of the channels, right? You have to be online, you have to be offline. You have to look at all the touch points with market stakeholders, not just with clients, with agents, with clients, with company evaluation, with mortgage brokers, with every major stakeholder in the market. But I think it plays a major role in attracting investors and helping agents closing more deals and helping agents bridging more credibility and trust with clients. Because essentially, as an agent, you need to be liked or at least not hated from the get-go. So the client gives you the window opportunity to talk. And then if they trust you, they'll do business with you. So that's where the personal brand of the agent and the brand equity of the company plays a major role. And I would say also the brand equity of the leader, whether we're talking at the level of a sales manager or a sales director or a CEO, it's not a luxury anymore. It's not a competitive edge anymore. It's a must.
So Firas, the last couple of years have been very good for Dubai real estate agents and agencies. We've even seen many agencies open up. Many individuals relocating to the UAE to make it their new home. But as regulations possibly start to change into the future, do you see that impacting the amount of agents or agencies that are here in the market?
If you ask me, I think we have more opportunities in the real estate market today than the number of agents who can actually really handle and monetize and seize these opportunities.
Okay.
Yes, we have the numbers, but as you know, this is a high turnover industry. And I think in terms of regulatory involvement, the higher they set the bar, the more difficult it becomes, to enter the market.
Yeah.
But I mean, naturally, even if you look at today, it's a lot more difficult to enter the market today as compared just to 1 year back. I think it's been like a tipping point when they regulated, agencies and portals when it comes to the advertising permits.
Yep.
So today, 99% of the times, if an agent really wants to take a listing live on a portal, they need to have it 100% authentic.
Yeah.
And then you took also that, you went the extra mile and you've even created one more layer and you've linked it to a very good incentive for the broker to make sure that the integrity of the information and the data provided on your website is 100% accurate, because you incentivize them by better algorithm and better visibility on your website.
Yeah.
So I think obviously the market itself and the way the real estate dynamics is evolving is gonna make it more and harder as we move forward for new agents to join the market.
Yeah.
However, for any serious real estate agents, if they understand the opportunity in this market, if they understand the opportunity, I don't want to talk about the money will follow, but if they understand the opportunity of actually being part of building one of the greatest cities in the world.
Yep.
And the ability and the access to build network with millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
They will take it seriously, and those who take it seriously, despite how high the bar is to enter the industry and to perform and to compete, they will do what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity for bumping into those million and billionaires is getting more and more likely these days, just with the influx of them moving to this country.
If you win as a real estate agent, you will not just change your future and the future of 2-3 generations after you.
Yeah, I mean, it's there to be made.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the major talking points is supply and demand. Can you just touch on how you see the issue getting resolved in the near future and long term? What sort of plans are in place to fix that?
I think today that's another topic where people just see it at the face value and they don't dig deep to really understand how it's going to impact the market, because supply and demand is everything, and you have 3 dimensions for this. One is when properties, which is the real test, when properties are going to be handed over. And I would say that's the more risky one, because if you have oversupplied of properties that are handed over and you don't have enough demand, that's what would drag any market down.
Yeah.
But today as we're coming to the end of 2024, when you look at the data, you have about 283,000 units that are due to hand over the coming few years.
Yeah.
Out of which about 3,100 commercial, 61,000 villas, and the rest are residential apartments. But when you look at the construction progress of these 283,000, you have about 187 units that are today at 0 to 20% construction progress.
Okay.
Which means most likely you will only see them handing over in 2028. You have only 7% of the total number of units. That's about 19,000 units that will hand over the coming, I would say, 1 year or 1.5 years. So about 19,000 units with construction progress of 80 to 99%.
Yeah.
So yes, when you think of the supply of 283,000 units, you'd be like, okay, what's going to happen when these units are handed over?
Yeah.
But I think the spread over 5 years, and with Dubai being an irresistible destination for people worldwide, I would say.
Yep.
I think the only thing we have to think about is the traffic on the roads. That's it.
Yeah,
That's why we're hearing new announcements by the government, every couple of weeks on new bridges, new plans for to solve the traffic issue. I would always think of the supply and demand and factor my plan to enter and to exit. That's very, very important. So if I have a short-term or a medium-term plan to exit, I would never, ever invest in a mass project, in a project that has thousands of units. Because I know this project will take some time to settle even after the handover, because you'll have plenty of options on the market when people, take handover. They want to do something to their property, whether on the rental side or on the sales side, which impacts prices. If I want to do something that is more on the short and the medium term, I will look for a good deal. What's a good deal? You just need to identify what the true market price is for a certain unit, and then anything below that, is a good deal. But I think if I have to pick one thing, it will always be supply and demand. That's one thing that I religiously followed and looked at and factored in every single investment I've done for myself or for my investors.
Okay, one sort of final question. As we look into the future, how important is personal branding for agents?
I think it's impossible for anyone, even if you're the most knowledgeable agent in the world. If you're alone, you will never make money. You always need one more person with you to make money, right? And in that context, the more people know about what you do and your services and what you stand for and your value system and your experience, the more those who can relate to your substance will actually be attracted to you. So the more people you inform about what you do and what you stand for, the more business you will attract. And with that being said, personal branding resembles that. So every single agent has the opportunity to work on their personal branding, and which is effectively their reputation, right? Just putting it in a package. And I see this evolving by the day, and I see more and more real estate agents realizing the importance of this, whether at their personal level or at the company level. Even what Bayut did recently, I've seen Bayut had a big billboard on Hassa Street, which costs a fortune, and you had all the faces of the real estate agents there. So I can tell you that this became like the talk of town for real estate agents, because they know it's not even a dream for them to be on a billboard on Hassa Street. It costs maybe, I don't know, $1 million or even more. I think you guys are also, identifying these trends and playing to your strength.
It's very easy to focus on the owners all the time, but sometimes it's good to sort of give back to the agents as well. And commend the job that they're doing. I mean, agents are busy. They've got properties to sell. They've got properties to find, to sell. We ask them to true check. We ask them to do all these different things. So when they do the job good and they do it well, then they should be recognised. And we're all aboard for that.
To your point, you want to focus on agents, and you always did, not just on company owners. I think social media is the most refined, extreme self-breach of privacy, and I would never be on social media if it wasn't for my business, and if it didn't become a must to have it. But why? Because of my agents. Because I know that my social media, my personal brand, the company brand, I'm the voice of the company that communicates what the company stands for, what offers we have, what services we have, and that's something that every single agent in the company benefits from.
Firas, thank you very much for joining us today. You've enjoyed it?
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Fantastic. I'm just glad you can catch my accent towards the end.
It's been years now, so I better know now, right?
Thank you very much for tuning into the Real Estate Labs with Bayut. If you're interested in buying, renting, selling, working for, reach out to Firas via Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Give Fam Properties a call. I'm sure he'd be very happy to entertain you. Firas, anything before we go?
No, I'm good. I think keep them coming.
Yeah.
Right?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're listening now to the Real Estate Lab with Bayut.